And our top focus in WION right now. Long-stalled efforts to end the war in Gaza, it appears to have gained momentum, with Israel saying that its spy chief will attend ceasefire talks and Hamas vowing to stop fighting if a truce is reached. A senior Hamas official reportedly said that a delegation from the group's Doha-based leadership, they discussed truce ideas and proposals with Egyptian officials in Cairo on Thursday. The official said that Hamas expressed readiness to stop the fighting, laying down conditions that Israel must commit to a ceasefire, withdrawing from the Gaza Strip and allowing the return of displaced people. It should also agree to a prisoner exchange deal and allow the entry of humanitarian aid into Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has welcomed Egypt's readiness to reach a deal for the release of the hostages held by the militants in Gaza. Now, after the Cairo meeting, Netanyahu directed the head of Israel's Mossad spy chief to leave for Doha on Sunday to discuss the truce deal and take forward a series of initiatives with the mediators. Earlier on Thursday, meanwhile, the US and Qatar said that Gaza ceasefire talks will resume in Doha. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with the Qatari leaders in Doha. That is on his 11th trip to West Asia since the war began last year. And today, Blinken is in London and is expected to meet with the foreign ministers of Jordan and UAE. They are the two key partners in a post-war plan for Gaza. U.S. top diplomat will also meet with Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati to discuss the conflict in the country. Meanwhile, Israel's far-right ministers Itamar Ben-Gvir and Bezalel Smotrich, they both have slammed Netanyahu's decision to send a high-level delegation to Doha. In a post on X, Ben-Gvir said that the announcement was not approved by the cabinet and asserted that Israel should rather defeat Hamas than agree for a deal that will allow it to reorganize and attack Israel later. Israel's finance minister, Bezalel Smotrich, in a post on X said he deeply regrets Netanyahu's decision as Qatar is an enemy country that supports Hamas and backs its positions in the negotiations. Furthermore, according to a New York Times report, Iran is readying for a war with Israel, while at the same time seeking to avoid one. This comes as Tehran is awaiting Israel's response to its latest missile attack. The report, citing 4 Iranian officials, says that Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has ordered Iran's armed forces to formulate plans in response to the expected Israeli retaliation. Iran will strike back if there is major damage or casualties. Meanwhile, according to TASS news agency, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps Chief Hossein Salami has warned that advanced U.S. missile defense system THAAD stationed in Israel will not be able to stop future attacks from Tehran. He said just as the Arrow anti-missile systems of Israel did not work during the Iranian attack on October 1st, the THAAD systems will also not be able to stop any kind of attack from Iran towards Israel. And for more on this, we were earlier joined by James A. Russell. He is an associate professor in the Department of National Security Affairs at NPS. We asked him about the current situation and how optimistic he is regarding a ceasefire deal between Hamas and Israel. And this is what he had to say. Take a listen.
I'm not optimistic at all, regretfully. And I think it's going to require a sea change in Israeli calculations for these negotiations to move forward. Israel has shown that it believes it can solve its political problems with the Palestinians through the use of force, and it has engaged in this war of ethnic cleansing, starvation, and disease against the Palestinians in Gaza. And it is instituting this campaign to try to get the Palestinians to go elsewhere so that the Israelis can send in settlers. I don't see Israel in the current political context as in changing this approach. Although we all hope to be surprised that there can be some kind of breakthrough to stop the senseless slaughter.